بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تمسك بسنته بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, after praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending the salutations upon the Messenger alayhi salatu wassalam, upon his family and his companions, and upon all those who follow upon his guidance into the establishment of the last day. To proceed, ya ikhwan, Allahumma inna na'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa' wa min qalbin la yakhsha' wa min nafsin la tashba' wa min du'a'in la yusma'. Verily, ya Allah, we seek refuge with you from knowledge that has no benefit, and from a heart that has no fear, from a soul that has no satisfaction nor contentment, and from a dua that goes unanswered, and from a dua that goes unanswered. Proceed, ya ikhwan. نواصل معكم في هذه الليلة المباركة الكريمة عونا من الرحمن الرحيم. So we continue in this blessed and noble night of ours, seeking the aid and the assistance of our Lord, the most merciful, the most compassionate. مستفيدين متعلمين من اللغة العربية. So we continue to learn and derive benefit from the science of the Arabic language. The science of the Arabic language. الشاشة ليس موجودة. Our sister said the screen is not visible. طيب انظر الآن إن شاء الله وبارك الله فيك. فنواصل معكم مستفيدين متعلمين من علم اللغة. So we continue to derive benefit from the science of the Arabic language. The science of the Arabic language. فلأصحاب الكتب وصلنا إلى 25. For those that have the book, we have arrived at page number 25. Page number 25. في باب في السوق. And when the chapter of في السوق, in the mall, or if you will, in the market. طيب قال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الكلمات الجديدة, new vocabulary words. طيب الآن أنا أقولها وأنتم تترجمونها إن شاء الله. So now I'll say the word and then you translate them. Who do we have tonight? Sakina. Abdullah said he's not going to be available tonight. طيب I'll say it and you translate inshallah. الأولى, first word. بدأ يبدو. بدأ يبدو. MashaAllah, something to be clear. Clear. جميلة. بدأ يبدو. بدأ في المضارع يبدو. In the past, طيب. In the present tense of the verb يبدو. Clear. Be evident. No. أحسنتي. طيب الحوار. الحوار. جميلا. the dialogue. أحسنتي. الحوار. الحوار. The dialogue, conversation, or sentence. طيب. الأقمشة. الأقمشة. Close. قربتي. Not the shirts, but material. الأقمشة. الأقمشة. Fabric. To say material. القماش. الأقمشة. The fabric. What the shirt is made out of. Fabric. الأقمشة. طيب. قل يقل. قل يقل. قل. نعم. مرة ثانية. Say it again. Not to say close. That's قال يقول. قال يقول is to say. Let's write that down يا إخوان. Alright. To say قال يقول. To say. Or he said. قال يقول. To say. Or he said. هنا قل يقل. قل يقل. So here the root is the same. قولا. Our word is قل يقل. قل يقل. طيب اكتبوا هذا. Write this down يا إخوان. قل في المضارع يقل. To be few. Be little. Few in number. Be few. The opposite of many. Be few. Opposite of many. Be many. يقل. يقل المسلمون اليوم عدم الكلام في الآخرين ونعوذ بالله. Nowadays the Muslims are few with regards to talking about others. Only a few people don't talk about people. This is something that يكثر في المسلمين الآن. This is something that you find in abundance amongst the Muslims now. قل يقل. To be few. يقل الزحام في الشارع الآن. The crowd is a little in the street now. طيب. قال الجملة. الجملة. وهنا هو يتكلم في البيع. He's talking about regarding buying. الجملة. ما معنى ايه أحسنتي. wholesale. في البيع. He's talking about buying. So now it's جملة is wholesale. نقول بكم هذا في الجملة. We say, how much is that, يا أخي بالجملة? Meaning wholesale. جملة. طيب ولعلنا ترجمنا الحوار كاملا. I believe we translated the whole dialogue, صح؟ طيب, any new words يا إخوان؟ طيب, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال حسن he says, ما أجمل هذا السوق. How beautiful is this mall, this market? How beautiful is this market? وقلنا أن هذا يسمى جملة تعجبية. We mentioned that this type of sentence here, ما أجمل هذا السوق. We mentioned that this sentence has a name. This type of phrase has a name, and it's called جملة التعجبية. How beautiful is this market? This phrase is called جملة تعجبية. It's a phrase of amazement. ما أجمل هذا السوق. So this sentence, this phrase, this sentence actually is not a phrase, this sentence is called جملة تعجبية. جملة تعجبية. Write this down يا إخوان. This sentence here is called جملة تعجبية. The sentence of amazement. Grammatically, this sentence is called جملة تعجبية. The phrase or the sentence of amazement. طيب, ففي هذه الجملة هذه الماء. So in this sentence, this ma here, the ma has a name also. It's the ma of amazement. The ma of amazement. So the ma here in this sentence, the ma is the ma of amazement. When you break it down, this ma here is ma'u at-ta'ajjubiyya. It's the ma of amazement. Ma at-ta'ajjubiyya. At-ta'ajjubiyya. It's the ma of amazement. So when we ask what type of ma is this, her name is ma at-ta'ajjubiyya. Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our brother says, I'm here, but I'm at work. No problem. May Allah bless you. May Allah bless you. So this sentence, يا إخوان, is called جملة تعجبية. The sentence of amazement. ومعناها, and the meaning of it is شيء جعل السوق جميلا. So the meaning here is something made the market beautiful. فللإخوة يدرسون النحو. So for the brothers and sisters studying grammar, we're going to chop it down slightly. اكتبوا هذا, write this down. ما أجمل هذا السوق. طيب, ما أجمل هذا السوق. طيب, the أجمل is the فعل. أجمل is the verb. أجمل is the verb. فعل ماضي. أجمل is the verb. والسوق مفعول به. Or you could say هذا السوق مفعول به. وها وبحرف تنبيه. ذا وباسم الإشارة في محل نصب مفعول به. والسوق بدل. طيب. So السوق is going to be the مفعول به. We'll make it easy inshallah. السوق is going to be the مفعول به. And the فعل تعجب, the مفعول به, all the time the مفعول به is going to be منصوب. طيب. السوق or السوق is the مفعول به. مفعول به. If you will, هذا السوق. No. Well, technically, the has حرف تنبيه and the ذال is the مفعول به and the سوق is the بدل of هذا. No. We'll save that breakdown inshallah. مفعول به. Well, we take this away, make it easy. ما أجمل السوق. طيب, now let's make it easy يا إخوان. ما أجمل السوق. طيب, now السوق without the هذا, with the ها حرف تنبيه and the ذال اسم الإشارة. طيب, so now ما أجمل السوق. We'll make it easy inshallah. ما أجمل السوق. Now here the سوق without the اسم الإشارة will be the مفعول به. Not being too technical. So that's why the suqa is mansub, because it's the مفعول به. طيب, قال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. التدريب الأول, exercise number 1. اقرأي سكينة, read the following. أحسنتي. نعم. Good. 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 MashaAllah. So now he says, complete the following as it comes in the example. The example, as-suq, the market. Kabirun or blank, kabirun, blank, muzdahimun. The market, blank, big, blank, and it is crowded. Al-ijaba, the question. ما أجمل هذا السوق. How beautiful is this market? Now we're going to say إنه كبير جدا ومزدحم. So now we're going to add the phrase ما أجمل, whatever the thing is. So now if it's masculine, we're going to use هذا. If it's masculine, we're going to use هذا. هذا للمذكر. We're going to use هذا for the masculine. للمذكر أو للمذكر. We're going to use هذا for the masculine. المذكر. هذا is for, repeat the term, مذكر, masculine. هذه للمؤنث. So we're going to use هذا للمذكر for the masculine. للمذكر. هذه للمؤنث. So if the thing is masculine, هذا. Is feminine, هذه. Or مؤنث. مؤنث. نعم. هذا مذكر. هذه مؤنث. So if it's masculine, we're going to say إن طيب. هذا للمذكر. هذه للمؤنث. So هذا بدون إن. That's without إن. هذا السوق. هذه المدرسة. طيب. If we don't have إن, we're going to say هذا for the masculine, هذه for the feminine. So you say مثلا هذا ولد وهذا الولد. This boy. هذه البنت. This girl. هذا الولد. This boy. هذا البنت أو هذه البنت. This girl. هذا المسجد. This mosque. هذه المدرسة. This mosque. هذا المسجد. مسجد مذكر masculine. هذه المدرسة. This school. School is feminine. وهذا بدون إن. So that's without إن. You just say هذا for the masculine, هذه for the feminine. طيب إذا عندنا إن, but if we have إن تتغير الكلمة, then the word changes. So in this drill we're going to use إن. So with إن, هذا becomes هو. هذه becomes ها. I write this down يا إخوان. So هذا مع إن يساوي إنه. وهذا with إن becomes إنه. هذه مع إن يساوي إنها. Oh yeah. So now we have the feminine. هذه with إن becomes إنها. إنها. You can also say إن هذا. So technically this hat doesn't replace the هذه. You can say it both. You can say إن هذا المسجد. So this pronoun technically doesn't replace هذا. طيب. We should have wrote here. It replaces here, not هذا. Because you can say in the Arabic language إن هذه. No. طيب, let's make it more clear يا إخوان, more أبين. Take هذا away, and we should have wrote هو instead. Now it replaces. And take هذه away and write here. Now this is better because the Arabs don't say إن هو. They don't say إن here, but they can say إن هذا. So we should have wrote هو instead of هذا. We should have wrote هو instead of هذا. So now the Arab, instead of saying إن هو, no, they just say إنه. So when I wrote هذه مع إن يساوي إنه, no, that's incorrect. That should have been هو, not هذا. That should have been هو. Because the Arab, they do say إن هذا. And they can say, or they do say, inna hadihi. So we should have wrote, hada replaces, um, we should have wrote, hada replace, we should have wrote huwa instead of hada. This is more correct. So instead of saying inna huwa, no, the Arab, they would just say innahu. So instead of saying inna huwa, the Arab, they would say innahu. This is better. So إنه هو نعم يساوي إنه. طيب. So the Arab, instead of saying إنه هو, they would just say إنه. So if the object is masculine, we're going to say إنه. If it's feminine, إنها. And we're going to say جدا ومزدهم. We'll make it easy, inshallah. You can say any other adjective, khabar that you wish. We'll make it easy, inshallah. Now let's do like the book says first, and then we'll play with it and have some fun, inshallah, and change it up so we're not redundant. So number one, for example, we're going to keep the phrase ma ajmala. If it's masculine, hada. If it's feminine, hadihi. Then, if it's masculine, innahu. If it's feminine, innaha. So pay attention here to two things. The hada and the hadihi, and the innahu and innaha. So let's write that out briefly, ikhwan. Right? So pay attention to two things here. Number one, hada for the ماذا مذكر للمذكر, for the masculine. I want to say هذا. Who knows, when do you use هذا? Who knows? When do you use هذا? Huh? بعض الناس يظن أن هذا فقط للقريب، وذلك فقط للبعيد، وهذا ليس بصحيح. Some of the students, يا إخوان, they believe that هذا is only for those things that are close, and ذلك is only for those things that are far. That's not correct. Most of the time is used for those things that are close, yes. And most of the time, ذلك is used for those things that are far, yes. But that's not a condition. That هذا has to be for those things that are close. So we're going to write هذا للقريب غالبا, most of the time. Not a condition. Some of the brothers and sisters, they believe, no, that's a condition. هذا is only for those things that are close, and that's wrong. So هذا is for that which is close most of the time, not all the time. That's not a condition, ya ikhwan. You can use هذا for those things that are far, And you can use ذلك for those things that are close, according to the Arab. But usually هذا's for those things that are close. That's most of the time. But don't learn that it always means that. You're going to make a lot of error if you do that. Like sometimes the word Salafi, Hadithi, Sunni, you clarifying what your belief is, how you practice Islam. So you say, I'm Hadithi. I, inshallah, practice Islam, hopefully, according to the best of my ability, the way the people of Hadith of the past practiced it. Do you always have to say that? No. You may never have to clarify. That's usually for clarification purposes. You say, the person he says, the sister she says, Ana Hadithiyya. Hadithiyya. I'm a Hadithi Muslim or Muslima. Meaning what? Hadithiyya. And I practice Islam to the best of my ability, the way the people of the methodology of Hadith practice it. So she says, I am a Hadithi Muslim or Muslima. It's feminine. This is to clarify. Because every time she say to someone, she has to say, I'm a Muslimun Hadithiyya. I'm a Muslimun Hadithiyya. She doesn't always have to say that, yeah. She can, but she doesn't have to. It's to clarify. What's your methodology? How do you practice Islam? Is it a condition that you always have to say it? No. And it's where we, in our countries, on our level, we go wrong, ya ikhwan. We hear the words of the ulama, and we apply them wrong. Many of the times we hear the fatwa and we apply them wrong. We hear the statements of the ulama and we apply them wrong. So we have to make sure we're using them correctly. Those things that are mentioned in the majority, they are in the majority. It's not a condition. Those things are a condition based upon evidence. They're conditions based upon evidences. If it has no proof to be supported, then it's not a condition. Let's continue. So if the thing is masculine, innahu. If it's mu'annatha, if it's feminine, innaha. So masculine, innahu. Feminine, innaha. Same meaning. Just أحدهما مذكر والثاني مؤنث. Same meaning. Just one is masculine while the other is feminine. So now look at the sentence. So two words. But I bring the second word here. Yeah, probably don't always have to say muzdahim. So let's practice first without the harfu ta'ajjub, without the jumla to ta'ajjub or ta'ajjubiyya. Let's do it regularly without the sentence of amazement. So we have as-sayyara nadhifun jadidatun. So now I want you to say it like this, inshallah. هذه السيارة إنها نظيفة وجديدة. So we practice it first without the jumlatun ta'ajjubiyya, the sentence of amazement. And then we'll go back and change it. So everyone is going to take a turn, inshallah. What do we have? Sahla, Sakina, our the sisters today, none of the brothers. Sheikh Abdullah said he had to work. I think Sheikh Nakir is a little ill. طيب. طيب. So I want you to read it first without the jumlatun ta'ajubiyya. You're just going to say, if it's masculine, هذا. If it's feminine, هذه. So number one, I'll do number one, and then you guys take turns, inshallah. So number one, هذه السيارة. هذه السيارة إنها نظيفة وجديدة. So that's how we're going to do it, inshallah. And then we'll go back and put the sentence of amazement there. So number two, Sakina, you read number two. Okay. MashaAllah. Jamilan. Jamilan. طيب. Sahla, would you like to read number three?
Now, you said something. What did you say? I know how to read that, but you said that it has to be mu'annath and mudhakkar.
Good. If it's the word qamis, al-qamis, if it's masculine, you're going to say هذا. If it's feminine, you're going to say هذه. To remember the word qamis, is it masculine or feminine?
It's masculine.
MashaAllah. Ahsanti. Ahsanti. طيب. If it's masculine, هذا. Feminine, هذه. Give it a try.
Okay. هذا القميص.
Good.
هذا.
إنه.
إنه رقيص.
Good. ومناسب.
مناسب.
Uh-huh.
With the last one, it wouldn't be mu'annath or mudhakkar. You just would read it as munasibun.
Now it is, when you read it without the ta marbuta, it's going to be read like that because it's masculine. So if it's masculine, okay, the word munasibun is going to stay the same. Munasibun. But if it was something related to something feminine, you're going to add the ta marbuta. Munasiba. No.
Okay.
So if it's masculine, in that example, munasib was already masculine, so that stayed the same as you read it. Munasiba, if it was referred to something feminine. Arsenti. Munasib, is, who remembers what munasib, ya ikhwan? What is the translation of munasib? Anyone remembers? Munasib, appropriate or suitable. Will be a good one. Suitable. Sometimes you call overseas, or you call the scholars, whatever land they're in, and if you have manners, many of us, we don't really have manners, but if you have manners, you don't just call the sheikh. As soon as he picks up, you just start asking questions. Ya sheikh, I have a question, mashallah ta'ala, in the Quran. No. That time may not be munasiban. It may not be a suitable, appropriate time. Maybe the sheikh is with his family. He's taking a nap. He's resting. So you may say, Ya sheikh, هل هذا الوقت مناسب? Is this time, is it okay? It's a suitable time for questions? Write this down, ya ikhwan. هل هذا الوقت مناسب؟ السؤال. It's something that we forgot about in the West. except the one that Allah has mercy upon. That even before asking the Mashaykh questions, or those that you ask questions, you may ask, are you busy right now? Do you allow me to ask a question? They may say yes, they may say no, but it shows that you have some manners. So you may say, هل هذا الوقت مناسب للسؤال? That'll be a nice easy way. Is this time suitable for questions? He may say, Naam. Most of the ulama, they say yes anyway. They barely say I'm busy, but it shows you have adab. The scholars, they usually service the people. This is Allah Akbar. From the sunnah of the prophets and messengers. You don't find the Prophet of Allah ever saying to the people, not now. Although it's allowed to say I'm busy. That's allowed. You're not wrong. Sometimes even your wives may say, hey, let me ask you a question. You say, not right now. And then she gets offended. No. Maybe it's not appropriate right now. For example, after class, in a moment. Sometimes you go to the imam. Ya imam, عندي مشكلة. He says, ليس الآن. You say, Shaykh, I got an issue. He says, not right now. And most of us, oh man, the imam is this and this and this. No. Right now may not be an appropriate time. But usually the people of knowledge, they never turn no one away, ya ikhwan. I've never heard a scholar yet when the people went to him or them and they say, I'm busy. Although it's allowed to be busy. Because the scholars are usually there to service. And the people should have mercy upon the people that they're asking. Yes. But you barely hear the ulama and the people of knowledge say, I'm busy. So one easy way to say is this time an appropriate time, a suitable time? Questions? He may say, Na'am, تفضل. He may say, لا, ليس الآن, not right now, after the class, after the lesson. Some scholars don't like questions in the middle of the class. They like it at the end. Some scholars love it in the middle, as it makes the class more entertaining. But they differ. And it's good to know the manners of your teacher. You may say, Yahi, is it okay to ask questions in the class? Or do you want us to wait to the end? MashaAllah. Some may say, yes, at the end is better. Some may say, no. Ask it whenever you have it. It may make it more entertaining and more beneficial for the students. Sometimes your question benefits the whole group. For example. طيب. Number 4. Whose turn? Sakina, تفضلي. السلام عليكم. طيب. لا بأس. Sahla, would you like to read number 4?
I'll try, inshallah.
You got it. Bismillah.
I will be مذكر.
Good. I sent it.
For the first one.
Good. How would you say it?
هذا الحوار.
Good.
مؤنث.
Keep it now. Stays the same. إنه.
إنه.
Good.
قصير.
Good. و.
سهل.
MashaAllah. Accenting. So this dialogue, إنه قصير, verily it is short, وسهل, and easy. Accenting.
Can I ask a question?
تفضلي.
So, why would I don't understand? Like the first one is had that, and then the second one is Dinahu.
Good.
What's the difference in?
طيب. That's not a rule. That's just a drill we're doing in this exercise. It doesn't have to.
Okay.
It doesn't have to change like that. But we're just playing with the. That's this drill. So you say هذا الحوار. أين الحوار. This dialogue. Should be كسرة. هذا الحوار. And then you bring what? إنه. So since it's masculine, إنه, verily it. We're just practicing with the إنه. Getting in the habit of, if it's masculine, إنه, feminine, إنها. No. هذا الحوار إنه, to the end of the sentence. قصير وسهل. This dialogue, verily it. So we're practicing with the phrase, verily it. Now if it's feminine, say it was something feminine, سيارة. Now you're going to say هذه السيارة. Now since it's feminine, إنها. So this is a nice drill to practice with إنه and إنها. No. هذه السيارة. This car, verily it. Whatever it is. So if it's masculine, هذا, feminine, هذه. Then when you add the inna, if it's masculine, innahu. If it's feminine, innaha. That's all. So it's a nice little drill to practice with, to get in the habit of using the different particles. وياكي وياكي. طيب. Number 5. طيب. الأقمشة. الأقمشة is feminine material or fabric. هذه الأقمشة إنها كثيرة ومختلف الأنواع. Now then he brought a difficult compound word at the end, but it's real eloquent to use. He says, this material, إنها كثيرة, verily it is a lot. ومختلفة الأنواع, and different variety. So let's write that down, ya ikhwan. That's a nice sentence. We could benefit there. طيب. So he says, أقمشة is feminine. So we have to use هذه because it's feminine. So this material, الأقمشة, this material, this fabric, أقمشة. Now we're going to bring the inna. إنها, verily it. The it goes back to, who knows? Goes back to what? أقمشة or هذه?
Can you repeat that?
The ha, verily it, goes back to what word? هذه or أقمشة? You got it? هذه الأقمشة, this material, this fabric, verily it. The it goes back to this or the fabric?
Would it be the fabric?
Yeah, Arsenti. Goes back to the fabric. You're right. Goes back to the fabric. And هذه الأقمشة, or if you will, you can say it goes back to both. That best. You can say that too. طيب. هذه الأقمشة إنها كثيرة. Verily it is a lot. Sometimes you go to the store and you get a lot. This roll, mashallah, you get 4 rolls. إنها كثيرة ومختلف الأنواع. Now this second part here is very eloquent, يا إخوان, as he made it, or he used the mudaf ilay, the object or the thing, and the thing that the thing is attributed to. مختلف الأنواع. So he said, verily this, or this fabric, verily it is a lot, and it is of different types, different variety. So that was eloquent how he put the mudaf and the mudaf ilay together. So let's do one more, inshallah. Number 6. Let's translate this first.
I think I'm the only one that's there.
Oh, Sakina got bumped off. Oh yeah, her name is not there. None of the brothers came. Sheikh Nakir, I believe he's ill. Make dua for the Sheikh. And Sheikh Abdullah said he was busy today. Inshallah ta'ala. طيب, so we'll do one more inshallah. طيب, هذه الأقمشة إنها كثيرة ومختلف الأنواع. طيب, this fabric, هذه الأقمشة, this fabric, verily it is a lot and of different. طيب, so you can read the last one inshallah. Number 6. If it's masculine, هذا. Feminine, هذه.
The first word, would that be feminine?
Okay. So which one would you use? هذا or هذه?
هذه
MashaAllah.
الحديقة.
Good.
إنه
Feminine.
داهمة.
Change your إنه to إنها.
إنه إنها
Good.
مزدهمة.
Good. و.
ونظيفة.
MashaAllah. This garden, verily it is crowded and clean. Write this one out, يا إخوان. هذه الحديقة is my إنها feminine, so we're going to keep it إنها. They have to match. إنها مزدهمة. مزدهمة. This should be the ح. و نظيف and ونظيفة feminine and clean. هذه الحديقة, this garden, إنها, verily it is مزدحمة, it is crowded, ونظيفة and clean. This garden, verily it is crowded and clean. So muzdahimatun has to be feminine because the hadiqa is feminine. Nadhifa has to be feminine also because it goes back to the garden. In Arabic, everything has to match. And there are some exceptions, but sometimes everything doesn't have to match. But usually everything has to match. and there are a few exceptions. If hadika was masculine, then you would say muzdahimun wa nadhifun. But since it's feminine, muzdahimatun wa nadhifatun, they all have to match. Alright, so for homework, I want you guys to play with this one, to read it a few times, and then we're going to practice with the fi'l of the jumlatun ta'ajubiyya, the sentence of amazement, and we'll save that for the next class, inshallah. Now then it's going to change. Instead of هذه السيارة, you will say ما أجمل السيارة, or ما أجمل هذه السيارة, إنها نظيف جدا وجديدة. Verily, or surely it is very clean and new. No. Alhamdulillah. So we'll stop there, inshallah ta'ala. And may Allah bless you all. وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. And we'll continue with the next class بإذن الله تعالى. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Our sister says suitable. We can say suitable or appropriate, and that word is masculine. Correct. Sister Zakia, may Allah bless you. That's correct. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.